Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Work It Wednesday and we will be working on the beach book done by Aeppol from the Forest Girls coloring book. Hello Emily, hello Celine. I wasn't hiding. I was sleeping. No, I am a little tired. I've been out adulting all day. It's just no fun whatsoever. Hello Marcy. How is everyone today? Good morning, Celine. I hope you had a good night's sleep. So this is how far we've gotten on this one. And hello all the lurkers out there. I hope you're all doing well. Hello Nightbot. Cold and tired. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello Lisa. Good. I'm glad you got a good night's sleep. Even if you are a little still a little tired. It is a little early for you. Who woke you up? 'Cause it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Hello, Jen. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. All right. So, what are we going to work on today? I think we're going to work on the bottle today, first of all, and then we'll work on the shells and the sand. I'll try not to. You're awake. Yay! Try not to stay with just the sand today, because that will take a little while. Let's zoom you in on the bottle a little bit here. Zoomy, zoomy, zoomy. Who's ready for zoom? No, I haven't done the shadows yet. Shh. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. I was too busy coloring a different page and then I haven't done the shadows yet. All right, so who's ready for zoom? If you get sick with zooms, okay, that didn't sound good. I'm going to zoom in on the bottle. There we go. Well, I'm sorry. We got the zooms. And the choo-choo says hello. Must be 4 o'clock around my house. Alright, so we're going to use number 110 for the first layer of the sand. In the bottle. I'm just very loosely covering it, because we'll be adding other colors. Yeah, the enable drain. Okay. No, I had to go out and adult all day. It was horrible. I do not recommend peopling. Yuck. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Joyce. Welcome, welcome. I am still using the Magic Fly colored pencils. And I'm hoping to get this page done before we switch on to a different set of pencils on Saturday, so that we can start a new page. Alright, now we're going to use 111. Should be this one. Yeah. I do like these pencils. They have changed them. Yes, tell me about it. I did that yesterday too. Our dishwasher has been not functioning for the past couple of months, and hubby decided that he was done with it not functioning. So after he got home from work yesterday, decided that we were going out and buying a new dishwasher. Yeah. The pencils have changed a little bit since I purchased mine. Now they do have color names and numbers on them, where mine do not, as well as a light fast rating. I cannot verify the light fast rating because I just don't pay attention to it. That is true. They don't last forever. But after, the third one in 14 years, you would think that one would last more than 5 years. I'm averaging 4 years out of a dishwasher. This is just not good. Nope, I do not put my pictures up against a window. I don't even put them up on the wall, so I'm not worried about light fast. If you are an artist that does color your pages for your walls or your craft room or things like that, you may want to test the light fast rating. But they are a nice smooth pencil. They do give you a really good color. Alright, now the next color I'm going to use is number 36, which is Cocoa. No, I don't. I don't have hard water at all, actually. We have to use a bit of a water hardener in our hot tub because our water is a little too soft for it. So I have no idea why it does that. It's either overuse or, just appliances are getting cheaper and cheaper made. So exactly, Marcy. They just do not last like they used to. It's really frustrating because it was, we've always bought really good high quality brands, but so this time instead of a GE, we went with an LG, and we'll see how that goes. And hopefully it lasts longer than 4 years. Is what I'm hoping anyway. I've always thought the GE brand was a really good quality brand, and for dishwashers it just seems to not be so. So I refuse to buy another one. I said, nope, we're not buying one this time. We'll buy something else. Yeah, they're built to be replaced. Exactly. That is exactly true. Yes, they're the Spanish fly cousins. They are the magic fly colored pencils that I'm using. Going back over it with the lightest color, blending all those colors together. This one is number 110, which is caramel. Hello, Sue. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that is true, Yana. And hello, Yana. That's not how it's spelt on my page, so that's not how I'm going to say it. All right, so the next color of sand that we're going to use is, we're going to go into the yellows. So we're going to start off with lemon yellow. Because we want to do multiple colors of sand. That is probably true. And then I am using number 16, which is sunflower. Thank you for the hearts. See little hearts flying up my screen on out of the corner of my eye. Hello, Allison. Hello, Stacy. That's very, very possible. All right, now I'm going in with the caramel. Don't tell my GE fridge that. I just got it. Just for the shadow line here for the tree. As well as the shadow line over here. And I'll be lightening that up with the yellow. Yes, light a candle. All right, so now I'm going to use number 77, which is turmeric. Light one for each one. And then again with the lemon yellow. Hello, Robin. Wow, Joyce, that's awesome. Sorry, just scrolling back here to make sure I haven't missed anyone or anything. To have a fridge last 40 years is just awesome. That is true. The parts are no longer available. It's just crazy. All right, now we're just going to go over it again with the lemon yellow, filling in that light color, like so. All right, so the next color we're going to use is, let's see. Well, let's do a pink. So we're going to start with number 83. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. 81 and 82. No, 26. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that. Can we get some exclamation point hypes for Stacy? She has supported me over on Ko-fi, however you want to say it. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. All right, so the first one we're going to start with is pink macaron. I need that cup of coffee. I'm kind of tired. I suppose that's not working. How about exclamation point awesome or exclamation point love? For some reason, Nightbot has decided not to do hypes anymore. I remember doing that too. So exclamation point love. Yeah, hype doesn't work right now. I don't know why. I'll have to check what's going on with it. And now we're using number 26, which is peony. Don't forget to put in the shadows from the tree. Yeah, I think that maybe something went wrong with it. I may have messed with it or something when I was doing something else. I will have to check it after stream. I may have messed it up. It happens. I go fiddling with things and all right, and the next one I'm going to use is number 81, which is plum. I'll press a little bit harder with the plum in the edge, as well as under here. And here. You spelled goodly. It's okay. It's all right, Sue. 99% of the time I can't spell either. My kids pick on me all the time for it because I am horrible, horrible at spelling. All right, now we're going to take our medium tone again. We're just going to spread that out a little. And then we're going to use the lightest, which is pink macaron. And blend it all together. Me too. I'm just terrible. Me too. Me too, Lisa. Me too. All right, so the next one we're going to use is purple. So we're going to start with number 20, which is oob. So it should be this one. Hello, Yvonne. Long time no see. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. I haven't seen you in a while. Nice. Yes, I did not I had so many that I just had to choose the few that I have not colored in recently. Otherwise I would have had a table full of books. Because I know that Serene is from the Philippines as well. Kirby's from the Philippines as well. Um, you know, there's a couple of different ones that are Asian that actually Serene's from the artist for Serene is from Indonesia, I think. I'm not quite sure. The next one we're going to use is amethyst. Putting in those shadows. So Lala, have you been doing Lalas? It's putting in that shadow from the tree. You're having a tough time with cold summer. Um, I'll trade you. You can have my warm summer, and you can send the US your cold summer. We will be happy with that. Just saying. Now we're going to use um, number 70, which is a blue tone. What's 109? It's not quite dark enough. So 70 is blueberry, and we're just going to use it for the very edges here, and then we'll blend it in with the purple, with the lavender. Because there's not really a heavy dark purple in this set. All right. Sorry about that. There's somebody calling me, which they can stop calling me now. Then we've got the shadow from this tree here as well. Like so. Eesh. That is a little chilly. Yes, he is technically, um, yes, it would count. All right, and then back to the oob. And we're just going to blend that all together. Like so. And then we're going to do the watercolor. So we're going to start with turquoise, which is number 17. Yes. Not good, not bad. And then we're going to go in with number 89. As our medium tone. Go into our shadows here. Oh, Nightbot is just having a heyday today, isn't he? And then we're going to use number 106. Back to 89. Just going to blend that 86 into the other color. And then number 17. Like so. All right, and now for the top layer, we're going to actually do the top layer white. Hello, Della. Thank you. So we're going to do the top layer white, so we need to start off with some grays. So let's start with this one. Start off with the white as our main color. And then we're going to add some grays and maybe just a touch of brown or a touch of blue. All So I know this is going to be difficult to see because it is white. So, but I'm putting down the color white so that we have that layer to blend into, as well as a protectant for when we do the background. Welcome back. All right, now we're going with 107, which is smoke. And we're just putting in those shadows. And then we're going to use charcoal, which is number 20, or pewter, which is number 23. Charcoal's a little bit too dark. You are fine. I can see how you can get distracted by pan pastels, though. I just figured you fell asleep. So I figure with anybody that goes quiet in my streams, either they've left, they've been bored to death, or they fell asleep. All of which can either tell me I'm boring or I don't usually take it that way, but sometimes I wonder. All right. Yeah, busy coloring something. You're feeling creative. Oh no. Well, transfix can be an option. Yes, absolutely. It's not usually the first one I think of, but it is an option. I do the same thing, Allison. Sometimes with streams, I just sit in the background and color. I get concentrating on what I'm doing, and just the sound of the streamer talking is very soothing, helps me concentrate. So I'm blending the charcoal in or the pewter in with the smoke. And then I'm going to blend it all in with the white. And there we have our white color in our sand. Now let's start on the bottle. So I need let's start with peacock blue. Work and lurk, yep. That is true. Some of you do work and lurk. And there are some that just lurk, which is fine too. But people such as Jen, when she disappears, I just assume she's fallen asleep. Just saying. Thank you, Dawn. Oh, I wish it would rain here. Getting really tired of the extreme heat. So the sun just decided to move into the window here. So if you get a brighter picture, that is why. And now it's gone. We do have a bit of a cloud cover today, but it's just trapping all the heat in. It's not as warm today. It's supposed to be cooler today and tomorrow, which will be nice. Oh, I do. I put a lot of people to sleep. It's okay. I have some people that watch me specifically to be put to sleep, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Just putting in a little bit of shadow for this tree here. And then we gotta come down this side here for the bottle. And under here. Like so. Alright, now we're going to use space gray. Ashley started back to work. I have not heard from Shell in a while. But Ashley has started back to work. I do believe today or tomorrow is her first day back to work. So she is healing. She's still a little stiff, but she is heading back to work from what I understand. Which she is excited about. She's been home alone too long. She's excited to go back to work. Yeah, it'd be nice if he sent it to us because, you know, we need it out here. In the US, we need the rain. Excuse me for 1 second. I got an itch in my nose. And scratching my nose and rubbing on the camera or on the microphone. Probably not the best noise for you to hear. Clunk, clunk, clunk of my finger rubbing against the microphone. Hello, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. All right, now we're going to take our white and we're going to cover the other areas because I want to cover it with the periwinkle blue, but I want it to be really, really light. So we're just going to blend all this together because we're going to cover the whole thing with a little bit of that periwinkle blue so that you can see the glass. Over top of the sand. All right, so now we're going to use number 68. Should be this one. Yeah, that's true. All right. And we're just going to go gently over top. Just in some areas. With the blue. And then up here. And we'll blend it all together again with the white. And then we're going to blend this top part with the white. Now I'm going to press a little bit harder just to blend those colors in. Like so. And there we have our bottle. All right, good night, Yvonne. Get some sleep. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hello, Marilyn. No, there's many different colors of glass you can do, and I chose blue because I wanted it to be a see-through glass. Um, but you can use gray, like I did here. Instead of the blue, you can just use a deeper gray and it will still give you a see-through glass. I used blue because we're going to have a background that's blue and I want it to reflect in the glass. But yes, you can use pink, you can use blue, you can use green, you can use orange in pretty much the same manner. All right, so let's see. Let's do some seagulls. So we're going to start with, let's start with smoke, no, space gray. But yeah, you can pretty much do any color the same way. I chose blue because we're going to do a blue background and I want that blue to show through. But if I was doing a different type of glass that was different colors, I would do the exact same thing just with a different color. Awesome! I think you will do fantastic. With glass, the best thing to remember, depending upon whether or not you want it to be see-through, is remember what's behind it and make sure that you can see what's behind it through it. If you don't want it see-through, then don't worry about it. And just color it whatever color you want to color it. If you do a solid colored glass, take a white pen and put a highlight down it so that you can see. I will be doing that on here after we get the rest of the background and everything else done. I'll be putting a white highlight on it. But yeah, if you're doing it see-through, you can do it just like I just did. All right, now we're going to take some black. Oh, nice, Della. That sounds nummy. See-through is definitely one of the easiest ones to do because you can picture it in your brain. If it's something that you can picture, you can color it. Just remember, if you have something behind your bottle, you'll want to put that behind it. You'll have to color that first and then color your bottle over top of it. Thank you, Marcy. All right, now we're going to take a little bit of orange and we're going to do his little beak. I think that's got a little beak there and a little beak there. And then we're going to take our white and we're going to blend it in. like so. And we're going to move over here to these other seagulls. Oh, that's very late. Yep, exactly. If you can picture it, you can color it. If not, watch somebody else that can. And you will figure it out. The longer I've been coloring, I don't know if it's for the same for everybody else, but as I get further and further into the years of coloring, I have found that when I look at something now, I look at its colors and how the light hits them and things like that. It's very, very interesting how your brain changes the more you apply color to objects. Hello, Kenny. Hello, Bailey. I hope Bailey enjoys her dinner. Yes, yes. Sometimes the hands don't color the way we want them to. That does happen. Yeah, exactly. I started seeing colors in things that I'd never seen colors in before, and it was like, wow. Like I'd seen leaves, but I didn't see all the different colors in leaves. Even in their youth, early leaves when they're greens. Um, you take a look at them, and some of them have yellows and browns and reds, a little bit of orange, different colors in them, and it's just fantastic to be able to see that and pick out those colors. Hello, Callie. Well, that's. Yeah, no. Those are different colors. Completely different colors. Awesome, Allison. I can't do that. I've got too many swatches in my head. I know what color I want, so you know, with having so many different sets of pencils, I have to look at my swatch to know what color to pull, but I know what color I want, if that makes sense. You are perfectly fine, Jen. Finish what you're doing. I can't wait to see it. Playing with all the stuff. Look at you. All right. I know seagulls are kind of boring, but, they gotta get colored, right? You finished it? Awesome. I have approximately 150 sets. Approximately. Give or take a few. I know, Kenny. Isn't that gorgeous? I wish I could do that for my deck. I want to do that to my backyard. Yana, come down here and do that to my backyard, please. I like collecting them. It does go quick when you're doing it with the pastels. And there are still some sets I don't have that I want. I have been, however, collecting different pencils from different areas in the world as well. Different Amazons and different eBays and stuff like that. AliExpress, you know, all those things. Awesome! Alright, we're almost all done with the seagulls. So these ones in the back have a little less detail, so we're not going to get overly detail-y with them. We're just going to put some gray on them and some black. But this one here has more detail already built into it. They are. Yeah, exactly, Marcy. You know, when you used to look at a mushroom and go, okay, that's a gray brown, or that's gray. Now you look at it and go, oh, that's a really lovely light French gray, or you know, all those colors that your brain says, oh, yeah. I know a lot of people refer to the Prismacolors. However, I never um, got deep with the Prismacolors. Um, you know, all the colors that I've used previously have been um, different colors in oil-based pencils such as the Faber-Castells and that sort of thing. So I've never gone with the Prismacolors as my base color of what things look like, if that makes sense. All right, so now we're going to use Elephant Gray, and we're going to put the shadows in on the trees. for the page behind the trees here. So we've got right here for this tree here. Now, I am absolutely not very good at drawing, so this may not look right. Actually, it's going the wrong way. It is going the wrong way. Hold on. I'm going to get my eraser. Like I said, I'm terrible at you know. I'm not good at drawing. That's why I was doing it very lightly. So that I can erase it. Hello, Alex. Oh, nice. Drinking Manhattans with an ocean view. That sounds like a good time to me. All right, so we're going to go up from here. Into here. This one goes up this way. I am not good with this at all. Then we've got a shadow here. Who can tell this is terrifying me? And then we've got just going to put those shadows in like that. I think it's close to what she has. However, I'm not good with this, so now we're going to go the other way. So we're going to go this way now. And this one goes this way. And then this one goes that way. All right. All right, so there are the shadows. Now we're going to take that number 8, which is peacock blue, And we're just going to go into those shadows because we're going to be coloring this whole page with a light blue. So we're going to use Oob blue, or no, periwinkle blue over top. But I want to give the shadows a little bit more of a darker, brighter blue color. I'm just following loosely the type of the movement of the tree, the size and scale. Like so. And then we're going to take number 89. No, we don't want 89. We want 68. Number 68, which is periwinkle. I'm just going to take a little bit of a darker blue here. So I need Mykonos blue, which is 104. Just on the undersides. Those deeper areas. Just so it stands out just a little bit against the periwinkle. Just coloring it very loosely. Now you can either do this with a pencil, or you can do this with ink, or you can do this with pan pastels, soft pastels, anything like that. I'm going to do the page with pencils. However, the rest of the sky I'm going to do with oil pastel, just to make it go a little bit quicker, and so that I can add the cloud detail. I may put a little bit of oil pastel on the page as well, just to blend it in. Because we've already done this sand, I think that showing you how to do the sky in different ways that you can do the sky is a little more important. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to grab our gray pencil, because we're going to combine, we're going to put in our line here where the sand and the sky are going to come together. We're going to do that with a little bit of gray. And I'll start the sand down here so you can see how it's going to look. And then we do the same thing over on this side. Okay, and then we're going to take our sand color and we're just going to work into the gray here. I really wish the sun would decide what it's doing. So, as you can see here, the gray tone is darkening that sand area. And giving us that combination. Like that. So we're going to do the same thing over here. Just at the edge of it though. Like so. So she has all the way across here as sand and then sky. So we're going to concentrate on the sky. So I'm going to zoom you out a little bit. Well, maybe not. I think I can get the whole thing in there. Let's see. Just going to zoom you out just a little bit here so that I can get the whole sky in there. Like that. All right. So we're just going to grab our oil pastels. And I have the Paul Rubin oil pastels in both metallics as well as regular pastels. We're going to just use the regulars. So we're going to use a blue and a white. Well, a couple of blues and some white. I'm going to do that with a brush. So I'm just going to move a few things out of the way here. Sorry, guys. There we go. Move things out of the way. And I need my palette. And a smaller brush. Yeah, that one will do. That will do. Alright, so the sky area I'm going to do with this brush here. It is clean, and the clouds I'm going to do with this brush here, which is also clean. I'm going to take my palette and we're going to start with the lightest blue, which is going to be this one here, which is unreadable. I don't know what that says. I'm not quite sure what it says, but it's a really light blue. And put a good amount of it on the palette. And then we're going to pick it up with our brush. Try to make sure that you get a good amount of it in the brush. Now, if it's really warm in your house, this will work a little bit better than if it's cold. Because the oil pastel will be softer. Unfortunately, it's a little bit cooler in my house with the air conditioning hitting where the pastels are. So I'm just going to move this with my finger because my finger is warmer. So if you find that your pastels are a little bit sticky or a little bit clumpy, it's because they're cold. If you just use your finger to move it around after you get it on there, you can remove that clumpiness a little bit, just with the heat of your finger. All right, now we're going to come over this way. And we're going to wipe that off because I picked up a little bit of the color from the tree. I'm going to go right over top of the page here. It is trying to be helpful, yes. It isn't being helpful, but it is trying. Oh, it's not a pain in your neck. Come on, Kenny. We know what it is a pain in. There's a few people here with the autocorrect pain in the tuchus. Just saying. All right, so there's the start. Now we're going to take just a little bit darker of a blue. Maybe. I think I need my other ones. No, this one will be fine. Again, it's a little bit sticky because it's cold. I'm just going to work it into the brush. And if it doesn't go down nicely, I will use my finger to spread it out a little. Just getting that nice blue in there. Then we're going to be adding some clouds. All right, I'm going to take I need another brush. Do I have a small brush in here that isn't covered in something? So I'm going to take this brush here, which is very straight, and I'm just going to come down next to the plants here. Like that. All right, now we're going to put our white on. So we're going to cover the palette in white. It's a pain in the tuchus. And then I'm going to take my brush. So I'm going to use this smaller brush that's got a bit of a chisel on it. And I'm just going to load this right up as heavy as I can with the white. And then we're just going to put in some clouds. I'm just putting little dabs and little circles to get that floofy cloud kind of look. And do the same thing down here. And there we have our sky. Thank you. Put a few more. Now I'm going to zoom you out so you can see it a little bit better. Nice. All right, so I'm just going to hold on to something because we're going to zoom out. Maybe. There we go. So there we have our sky. Now we're going to do the sand. And we can do this one of two ways. We can do this with colored pencils and the pastels, or we can just do it straight colored pencil. Now I'm going to do some of it with the pastels just because it's a little bit easier and quicker to get the color down. So for the most part we will do the pastel, but then we'll put some colored pencil over top. So I'm using this one here, which is Aeppol, A-K-A-K-O, Aeppol. And I need another brush. I've got a clean one here. And again, we're just going to pick this up. Try not to get my hand in the blue. Yes, when I do the shells, I will be coloring over top of the color. And we're not going to do everywhere. We're going to do our darkest areas. And we'll fade it in. So we'll do a dark area down here. And we'll fade it into where the shells are. We're also going to be adding another darker color, so I'll need to grab another tray. Now you can do this with pastel as well. If you don't have oil pastels, you can do this with pastel, but you can also do this with colored pencil. You can also do this with ink. So if you have even watercolor pens, you can do the same thing with a watercolor pen and a pad. You can do it with water drop inks or distress inks. All of those things will work the same way. Of course, different things will give you different textures. So the oil pastel is going to give you a different texture than, say, a distressed ink. It's also going to give you a different color palette, of course. Yeah, those will work. Now just remember, when you're doing pastel, you will have to give it a spray, or you'll have to blend it really deep into the page before you put your pencil over it, unless you don't drag your hand. I have a tendency to drag my hand, so I always spray after I use a pastel. Hello, Topeka. Okay, so there's the first layer. Now we're going to go a little darker like we have up here, and I need to grab a different tan for that. So let me grab another tray here. And I could go with a metallic because the metallics are in there, but I don't want that shine. I just want it to be a sandy kind of color. So I'm going to use this one here, which is yellow ochre. Just going to make sure. Yeah. So I'm going to grab some yellow ochre. And we're going to do the same thing just up at the edges. I'm using the same brush, so those lighter colors, those lighter tan colors will be blended into the yellow ochre. Sorry. Hello, Angela. Like so. I'm just going to use my finger because my skin is warmer than the air in the house because the AC is on. And it's right over top of my area that I keep the pastels in, so they're a little bit cold or cooler than the air than I want them to be. So I'm just going to use my finger just to rub it into the page. a little bit better. Now you can do this with a blending brush. You can do this with a piece of um, paper towel, that sort of thing. I don't have either of those at my desk right now, so I'm just using the tip of my finger. It works just as well. All right, so now we're going to take our colored pencil. We're going to move this out of the way now. Put those over here. And then we're going to take our colored pencil. So this one here is number 110, which is... No, I don't want caramel. I want 111, which is coyote. It's in here somewhere. It's in the pile of pencils I just moved. I just have to find it. It's 110. There it is. So I'm just going through with the coyote, giving the book a shadow. And you will notice that if your pastel is thick in any areas, your pencil will pick up some of it, but that's fine. Just wipe it off your pencil, it'll be fine. And we're just going to take our blender and we're just going to gently blend this in. And same down here. We're going to take our blender and gently blend it in. And I'm just very, very lightly putting in this shadow. I don't want to make it too dark. Like so. Alright, so there's our shadows for those areas there. Now we're going to come down here and we're going to put a thin shadow. Doesn't need to be really thick on this side because this side is got the sun coming down on it. Same with up here, we're going to put the shadow in and do it thin on this side. Thicker on this side. Like so. Alright, and that's what I'm going to do with the sand. So let's move on to the shells. So let's start with the big ones here. And we're going to start with, I think I want to start with burnt ochre. And I'm going through all of the dark areas with the burnt ochre. Thank you, Dawn. Hello, Ronnie. Thank you. You been lurking? Lurking, lurking, lurking? That's okay. Thank you for the hearts. I have no idea why it held that. Sorry about that. Odd thing for it to hold. Right. Okay, so we've got, I think, most of the areas covered with the burnt ochre. Now we're going to take our cream. Yeah, it was weird. It showed one of Ronnie's comments held, and it was like, wait a minute, what the heck? I tried to correct it, but it said somebody already did it for me. And hello, Shannon. And all the others out there lurking, lurking, lurking. All right, now we're going to take apricot. Yeah, lightning. Okay. Jen grabbed it with her lightning quick reflexes. All right, so now we're going to use apricot. Try not to break your pencil. There was no reason for it to hold that. It was, you know, there wasn't even anything in it that would have, you know, possibly even been close to remotely requiring being held. It's weird. Yeah, no, it was quick. It was there and gone. I think it stays on my screen a little bit longer. I don't know. Don't know how it works. I just know it shows up. All right, now for the inside, actually we're going to take a little bit more of that sienna brown. No, burnt ochre. Sorry, a little bit more burnt ochre, just in the really dark areas. All right. A bit more up here. Like so. Now we're going to take our cream again. Just blend everything together with a bit of cream. Just like coffee. Blend it all together with a bit of cream. And then for the inside of the shell, we're going to take peaches and cream, which is number 22. That's going to be our base. And then we're going to take number 26, which is peony. And then number 46, which is coral. That's how those shells are going to go. I'll go back to number 22. And a little bit of white. All right, so that's how we're going to do those two shells. Now for these types of shells here, we're going to take no problem, Yana. We're taking number 83, which is pink macaron. And we're going to go up the lineage. And then we're going to take number 82. And then we're going to take a bit of cream. Like so. Blend that in. And then I know it's getting late, so I just want to try to get some of these shells done so you can see how I'm going to do them. Now we're going to take that and a little bit of the sand color without putting too much pressure on it and breaking the tip off. Thank you, Emily. All right, and these ones here we're going to do with some gray. So this one is number 23, which is pewter. And then we're going to use 47, which is space gray. And a little bit of black. And then we're going to take the white. And blend it all together. Like so. So that's how the little ones are going to go. Now these ones here, we're going to use the darker tone, the coyote, number 111. And then we're going to take chocolate. I think it's this one, number 36, which is cocoa. And then we're going to take a lighter one, which is number 77, which is turmeric. And then again, we're going to take our white. Alright, so that's how I'm going to do the shells. So I will finish up the shells, and the rest of the book will be done the same way that the book itself was done. And yeah, then it will be finished and posted. So I'm going to zoom you all the way out so you can see a little bit better of the whole picture. Like so. All right, guys, for all of you that are still here, thank you all very much for watching. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.